So, be it known that you have
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Hey! Let's hear it for Captain America!
Captain Price,
Sergeant Carrick.
you with me?
Nice shot. The name's Rex. But you'll call me Captain or Sir.
Sir, yes, sir!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm pretty sure, I was going to do a collection tour for my anniversary, but I think I'll do one of those this anniversary week, It's kind of like a little bonus in, because that was my first video, was a walkthrough of my collection, and it has drastically grown, and I want to keep a kind of a tab on that for just like me, personally, so I can see how much it's grown over the years, but this custom is very near and dear to my heart, and I've been working on it for a while, and I think it's finally, due to time restraints, it's finally at the point where it needs to be, if you don't know, this custom right here is the very first custom I've ever done. You might hear me say that about Captain Rex or Fives. Those came after this. Those were my first Star Wars customs, because this is the entire reason I got into customizing. Was there was no Indiana Jones to put onto my shelf. And there goes one of them already. There's no Indiana Jones to put on my shelf, so I bought a Han Solo, inspired by people on Instagram. I went and made this, which is complete dog. And I realized that at the time too. I was like, wow, this is really bad. But instead of just going, wow, that sucks, I'm never going to do it again, I decided to take the opportunity to improve on it a little bit. And so later down the track, and I've not made videos on any of these before, I made this guy, which was my second attempt at Indiana Jones. I used Peter Parker from the Retro Collection to make him, and a couple of handmade things as well. And one of the biggest things is, you can tell it was very early on in my face making process. I still have not mastered it, but I'm definitely way, way better than this. Very much better. Which is what led, basically, to me making this Indiana Jones up here. Let me grab him down from his little pedestal. Which, this is the same head sculpt, by the way. Originally I was going to use a different one, but I broke it. broke the hat off. I broke the hat off this one too, and I used paper to cover it up, which, it worked out pretty well, actually, for what it is. But at least personally, I think the one on the left is way, 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 way bigger. When the Indiana Jones movie comes out in, probably next year, late next year, early 2023, I 100% guarantee Hasbro's going to make a line off Indiana Jones. But, I couldn't wait that long, so I made my own, because I'm a rebel. It's not perfect. I think the colors on the pants are really off. The whip, I think, is amazing. Managed to pull that one off. The satchel's awesome. And basically, I'm just gonna, kind of step you through how I made it. Starting off, this is the hood body. So, from the Villains Wave, Marvel Legends Villains Wave, this is Peter Parker, this is the hood. Basically, Stan Lee body mold, with different colors. It worked out well because this is a white shirt, Peter Parker had a blue one, so I didn't have to paint over it, and it got that weird kind of color. So I didn't have to paint over it. which was nice because it was already a shirt. But the jacket on him was a blue jacket, much like the one that this Jones has on. And I replaced it with Poe Dameron's jacket, which I got that idea from, I don't know who it was on Instagram, but I still have that picture of it saved, so I'll just link his Instagram in the bio if I find it. So if you want to know where I got this coat idea from, it's from him. And then I painted over the coat, and I painted over the arms, brown obviously. I painted over the pants, and I painted the head, but we'll get there. But I ran into a conundrum during this, which is the conundrum I got with this one and this one, which is where I was gonna get a satchel from. And I could not figure it out. And the rest of his accessories, like the whip and stuff, but those were a little lower on my priority list because I had an idea for the whip that I was gonna do, but I didn't need to eventually use that idea because I got this bad boy right here. You can't see him because he's a little too close to the camera there. Let's back him up. He's huge. This is the Disney Store exclusive Indiana Jones 7-inch figure. It's really a 6-inch. They label it as a 6-inch figure, but he's humongous. Might as well be 7. His hat is removable. Very, very clearly a horrible likeness. I think they have one of these where he has a jacket on too, but I don't know what comes with that one. This one also comes with a neat display base that's just like sand and rocks, which I may or may not use. Probably not for the good one on the left, but for the other three, just to give them a spot. But this Jones figure, if you're customizing him, get this guy because he comes with every accessory you could ever want with an Indiana Jones. He comes with his machete, his voodoo doll. He comes with the hat if you just have a Harrison Ford action figure. This is actually a pretty good hat. Or you could just get a Harrison Ford head, and then you could probably mold this to be pretty good. The articulation in the arms are pretty good, as you can see. It's really just the legs that fall short, here. And then they just have that out right there. They can't really swivel. It's basically a clone. Clone swivel right there. Yes, I took that off to see how it would fit, but it's just way too big on this guy, alright? This is just way too big. I'm just gonna get that away now. Which, you can't use this accessory on him, which is unfortunate because this looks really good, but it's just huge, right? It can't go on that belt I gave him there. Anyway, he comes with the voodoo doll, the machete, the hat. He comes with the rock, one of the 3 rocks from the film. I don't remember what they're called. And then his journal right there, which could be from the 3rd movie or whatever you want it to be from. It's just Indiana Jones's journal, but it's just a journal. You can use it for anything. It doesn't have to be an Indiana Jones display. He also comes with this really good looking kind of cattleman revolver here, which is nice. It's cocked back, so he's about to fire. And this whip, which can be a huge pain. It's way too zoomed up right now. I need to get these guys out of the fucking background. As you can see, he's holding the whip. It's cracking back. It's crack-a-lacking. Fun fact, I used to have a bullwhip, but it broke. Probably after how many times I fucking hit myself with it. If you want to get a bullwhip for an Indiana Jones cosplay, just make sure it stays a decoration and don't actually try and use it because you will hurt yourself. But yeah, this whip is really nice. You can mold it into like different like shapes and stuff, but it usually over time just falls back into this kind of swirly thing that it has going right here. Which, I mean, that's why I have them kept like this, sort of, looks pretty good. He also comes with the satchel, which was my main draw to get him, obviously, because I needed the satchel to complete the look. It didn't work out very well with this one, which, yeah, does not. It looks like he has a giant origami. This one, which is Chewbacca's satchel, I just put a fucking metal wire around him so he could actually wear it for some reason, instead of just sculpting on a strap, because I'm good. I mean, I went through the trouble of sculpting a hat for him and not sculpting a strap instead of using, I'm just very smart. You can also see the difference between revolvers I used. If I can push up, difference in size. His is obviously bigger. Yeah, but I think you could just tell that from his confidence that his was bigger. My final thing I kind of really just want to touch on here real quick. The head, the face I painted, you can't really see the detail from this. I think it looks pretty good. I painted this head a while ago, like before Captain Hauser. I'm pretty sure, I think you can hear me talk about this in Captain. I've been talking about this guy for a while now, because I've just been so excited for it, but I just kept postponing it because I wanted to make sure I was getting him right, and I've screwed him up a couple times. Okay, maybe that's a little close. You can't really see, it sucks that you can't really see the 5 o'clock shadow I implemented in there, because I think I did a really good job with the 5 o'clock shadow. I think, alright, this is gonna sound really bad, but I don't think the sculpt of this head sculpt was very good. It's very good. I think the other one I had was better, but I broke it, so I had to go back with this one, because I didn't want to have to wait 2 more months. Then I postponed him 2 more months again, because I got mad at a story I'm gonna tell now. A story about not clear coating when the paint's wet, because you'll just fuck it up. You can see kind of where the paint got screwed up, because I did clear coat this when the paint was wet, and it got screwed up again because I clear coated this and had everything put together, painted, but I didn't have the satchel on, so I had to take the coat off again, and it scuffed the paint up, and oh wow, I missed that. Apparently I got a little green paint on there. I can just go back over that. But, you know, so I had to go back over it, and I had to paint all of his jacket again because I screwed up the paint twice. And that was after I clear coated it, because I'm a smart boy. So I went back, and then I clear coated him again, and you can tell right now. I clear coated him with the wrong clear coat, and I made him shiny. He looked like one of the Infinity Stones afterwards. And you can kind of see it on the gun, because I also clear coated the gun, because I just wanted him done. You can see how shiny he looks. I mean, he looks worse than a Black Series figure, a level of shininess. And before you say it, I did go back over this with dull coat, and it didn't work. The dull coat didn't, I mean, it definitely suppressed it. Maybe just like a couple more coats would have been good. But yeah, nah, it didn't really work that as intended. But you know, that's my fault, because this thing has been clear coated 3 different times. You know, I'm just gonna give him a break. This happens every video. I painted over the hat a couple times with a couple different browns. I never liked really one. I didn't want to settle with this one because it's the same color I used for the hair, but I combated that with a different color for the hat underneath, you can see. So it doesn't look like the hair is just bleeding into the hat when you just have them there. But you also can't really see that because his hat's tilted down, and you can't really, you know, he's like, well, bam, 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 you know. So it's pointless to point out, but you know, whatever. I pointed it out anyway, and now you know. So screw you. But yeah, the main reason why I wanted to show this was just this comparison right here. from my very first to my most recent finished. Definite improvement. This is what we love to see on this channel, is improvement. I'm so happy. And I know he doesn't look that great. The eyes look really beady. I used 2 different eye colors for it, black and brown and white. So there's no... Why doesn't it focus when I have it up close? You can't see it when it's back this far. I don't understand how cameras work. Yeah, zoom in. Okay, that doesn't look great. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom out because it looks better from way back here, right? Yeah. Oh, and just in case you didn't understand what I meant earlier, I have the satchel strap going under his jacket, because that's how he has it in the movie, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is my Indiana Jones custom. If there's anything I didn't, kind of say in this video, which is probably a lot, that you wanted to know how I did or something, or like if you have any tips or tricks of how I can make him better, I know there's something that I could do to make it better. Please tell me in the comments below. Comments like that are always appreciated, because obviously something's working, because I'm getting better. Which I know I'm not the best. I'm nowhere close to the best, but this kind of improvement, it really just makes me happy, and I think we can all just get around on that, but this has been my 16-minute and 39-second rant on why I want an Indiana Jones 6-inch action figure so bad. I made 3 customs and bought 1 crappy figure. If Hasbro ever does what I think they'll do and make a full line on Indiana Jones, I mean, that would be amazing. That would be my next new line I'd fully collect. Right now I have 4, and I consider myself a bit of a looser G.I. Joe collector. I don't need them all, sort of thing. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Sorry, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my anniversary video, which was this drawn-out mess. If you want any closer looks on anything, comment down below, and I'll probably post it on my Instagram account. Also linked down below. That's also the place where, well, it's my Instagram account, It's kind of 50-50 whether I post on there, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, which I don't think anybody did, but I hope yours was good. Hope you... I hope yours was good, whatever. Happy holidays. It's probably December now. It's not December while I'm filming this, but it's probably December for you now, so congratulations on staying alive till December. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.